everyone, I'm your lovely host Innocent, and welcome to today's video. This is gonna be a mixture of a story time and general talky talk for me, because wow. Anyway, I recently learned that my elementary school experience is more like British primary school rather than American. I was watching Evan Ettinger the other day, and I came across his video that he did with Dodie titled School Assemblies, British versus American. And I quickly learned my school was very, very different. Now, most of the difference lied in the fact that instead of public school, I went to a private Christian school. And I went there from kindergarten to 8th grade. I have no idea what public school is like, because you know what? I was homeschooled for high school too. For most Americans, they've never encountered the private school like, and if they did, they would tell tales of the children whom lined up perfectly in outings, with all matching uniforms and docile looks on their faces. Well, they're not wrong, so I can't really fault them, but that's not all that private school was. From my experience, being in a private school with no funding from the government meant that they could teach whatever the fuck they wanted. So, my school talked about the wonders of Jesus, and also bumped up our curriculum a grade or two. Or 3. Also, since this is a wonderful party trick of mine, I took 9 years of Spanish. Mostly because my school made it mandatory for every grade to take it, but, you know, that's just the details. But why I brought up Evan's video was the assemblies. I learned from his video that my assemblies were an odd mixture of both American and British, being the weird Christian values thing and dare. But also we had a lot of assemblies. By that, I mean every morning, 8 o'clock sharp, every child had to be in the church and ready for the day. We would then start the day by singing 2 to 5 songs, or hymns if you want to be fancy. Then we'd be on our way of learning. Unless it was Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we would have to dress up in our fancier uniform, and then from 8 until noon, we were locked in that fucking church to sing our little hearts out, read some Bible verses, learn some Jesus shit, and then sing some fucking more. Those are my favorite days, especially in middle school, because I got to miss geometry and calculus. Also, bonus fact, in my school, when you got to middle school, you could take the elective of AV, Audio Visual. Very clever name, I know. But, like, our church had a camera system and a mic system so that everything could be heard and seen. And if you were on the AV team, for any time that there was everyone in the church, the AV team had to go up and make sure that people could be heard and seen. I took that elective for a while. It was a lot of fun. I'm a nerd. Oh, another thing. I remember watching another Evan video. The one with Emma Blackgray, where they talked about American versus British schools in general. And their section on PE struck me as really weird. It seems that mostly everything was graded on participation, except Evan was graded on the clothes he wore. Is that actually a common thing? Like, we weren't allowed to change for PE at all. We just had to wear our uniforms, but like, other Americans? Is that true? Anyway, this could just be because I'm a bit physically disabled. More so, I legit can't run for more than a few short bursts without being able to walk for like the next hour because of pain. But my PE was very different from what I've heard. Since I could only participate in maybe 40% of the activities, I got tested on things often. But like bullshit things. For example, one thing that I had to do for a grade in PE was I had to go home, watch the Super Bowl, write a report on it, making sure I included football lingo, and give her who won and how they did it at the end of this weird essay thing. Like, was that a common thing for anyone else? Because it really doesn't seem common. Oh, lastly, another random fact about me. Because I had to wear a uniform every day, I still don't have a clothing style or a lot of personal clothing. I feel like public school people had it a lot better. Like, in the sense that they got to learn about fashion and what things go together. Me? It's not something fancy. You'll find me in a t-shirt and shorts. I have no style. I want a style, but because it was programmed in my brain for 9 years of my childhood that you only dress up if you're going to your job or something fancy, I don't know how to dress myself for social events. It's really a problem. Please help me. We never speak of that. Anyway, if you liked what you just watched, feel free to click or tap here and it will take you to the latest video on my channel. Or you can let the YouTube algorithms choose a video it thinks you'll like. Magic! And of course, you can click or tap over here to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come join the cult! We're always open to new members. Anywho, I hope to see you all soon. Peace out. Bye-bye!